I got some of this for you.
Goodness. For me?
Yeah, just for you.
Welcome, everyone. Percy, why don't you kick us off? We have a mic coming to you right now. Behind you. Close.
Hey, Coach, how you doing? Hey, just in terms of, and I'm sure that you're hyper-focused on tonight and these games ahead, but I'm just kind of thinking, like, just how important, in terms of the playoffs, like that top 4 seed kind of this year. It just feels like with those teams that are like 2 through 9 or whatever, everybody's so competitive. You guys have had some success there. Is this one of those years that like when you take a look at it, that this could be a really unpredictable type of a postseason?
Yeah, I think so. Just seeing the parity throughout the season, the ups and downs of the season, teams going through, roster changes, injuries, good like streaks, not good and bad. There's a lot of parity, and for us and me, the focus is on the now and today. We can't kind of look too far ahead, look too far behind. Just kind of focusing in on where our feet are, and we've actually played better on the road, and kind of knowing that we can have the last games here of the regular season at home, kind of trying to find some momentum at home and kind of put those two things together. But as far as just the field does feel wide open from certain ranges in the standings. Like Minnesota's the standard though. They've been good all season, and everything in between there. You've seen what's going on. So that's not my focus. My focus is today, and what we need to be doing tonight.
So speaking of that, incredible road trip, 4-1. Just talk about what the main positives you took from that road trip and how you can make sure to not have a letdown tonight.
Yeah, I thought if you look at our numbers from the last 5, our offense has been really efficient. The threes that we took and made in Minnesota helped us a ton, and throughout the road trip as well, just being efficient from that area. I think our pace has been one of the factors that has helped us find some continuity, some easy baskets, and has helped our offense when we hit those lulls. Defensively, I know that some games are not winning the rebounding battle, but I feel like we're trending positively and not letting, aside from the Indiana game, an outlier, but not allowing teams second chance opportunities. Our turnovers have been pretty consistent, keeping them pretty low, and the ones that we've been having, we've been kind of talking about the live ball ones and the timely ones, and I think that we're keeping our assists, our turns low and our assists high has been impactful as well. We've had some good minutes from a lot of our players. Necker has been so consistent throughout the stretch. We had some good minutes from Sky the other night, and coming off the bench and giving us some lift, and then obviously Dom's productivity in her minutes, and then you see Ezzy's stellar defensive performances. So I don't want to miss anyone. Just finding ways to I guess some synergy between our defense and offense, getting stops and pushing the ball and playing more in transition before defenses are ready to set.
Hey Coach, you said that you wanted to focus on tonight. So as for tonight's game, in your last matchup with Chicago, they really dominated the paint. I think like 48 of their 88 points came from inside the paint. What do you want to see from your team in terms of trying to defend the paint today? Obviously, you can't keep them up all the way, but what do you want to see from them?
They're top in the league in that aspect. If you look at their front court, it's a difficult matchup, and I thought that the middle portion of our game, we kind of opened it up with, again, getting stops, limiting them to 1 rebound and pushing the pace and finding, our teammates, open looks and getting downhill. Where the game took a turn is when we're allowed their physicality and their rebounding to impact us, and then we let their three-point shooters get loose. So it's going to be a tall task. Like Reese and Camilla are super dynamic. They're physical. They rebound well. And then you throw Williams in there. She's a vet. She's savvy, and she does the same. But it's about being physical, matching their physicality, and making the game a little bit faster. Hopefully getting them in foul trouble, but slowing the game down to me benefits Chicago more than anything. So we have to make sure we kind of keep our pace, our tempo up, and that means we got to get stops and be efficient offensively.
Coach, you run a whole bunch of your players there. With Dawn, was there a game when you went home, went back to your hotel room that night and said, okay, that was her breakout game? And the other part of that question, with Gabby, she's been so good with steals. Is it something a technique that you suggested to her, something she's worked on her own, or is this just instinct on her part?
That's why Miss Gabby played well in Minnesota too. It's really efficient from three. But as far as Dom, I have to kind of think about that game. I'm sure there is a game, but there's been moments that she's shown the things that she's shown in game, but there's moments like even in practice and workouts that you see. The questions that she asked, the development there in game. The New York game on the road, I would say. All of those points in a short time of minutes, points and rebounds, I can't remember the exact number, but she was super impactful, helped us get the win, helped us open up the game. I think that, on the road against the top team in New York, against the players that she was playing against, I think breeded a lot of confidence for her and for us. And then Gabby, she's an instinctual basketball player. Defensively, the deflections, the timing, the steals, and sometimes it's like feast or famine. Kind of can get out of position if that happens, but a lot of times, more than not, she's getting her hands on balls. She takes on the other team's top guards all the time, and she takes on the assignment with a lot of pride. That's why she's a defensive player of the year candidate in my opinion, because